Hi, I'm Barney Saltzberg. I am the 2025 recipient of the Claudia Lewis Award for Poetry for Young Children, and this is my book, The Smell of Wet Dog. I want to thank the committee, everyone at Bank Street. This is such an honor. I looked Claudia Lewis up. I would have loved to have taken a class or many from her. I'm a new poet. I am an old writer. I have been writing and illustrating picture books since 1981. And when I worked on my very first picture book, I mistakenly took all of the drawings from There's a Light in the Attic by Shel Silverstein, who I got to meet when I returned his artwork. It was a dream of mine then to do what he did. And it's taken a very, very long time for me to get the courage up to actually try to write an entire book of poems. I want to thank Neal Porter and Holiday House, Jill Davis, who worked with me on this early on. This is such an honor and such a validation for me because I've been a songwriter since I'm 8 years old. I thought I could write poems, but I found from my friends who are poets that there's a little more to it than just a rhyme. When you sing, you can fudge rhymes and meter, and you can't really do that with children's books or any books, really. So this was something I worked on for a very, very long time. And when it comes to finding subjects to write about, if you're passionate about your subject, it makes it a lot easier. And I grew up with dogs. I've always had dogs. There are 2 dogs sleeping on the other side of the coffee table. I will bring them over in a bit. My favorite thing to draw, you'll never guess, always has been dogs. And here's one, at least a head. So yeah, this is just my favorite thing to draw, my favorite animal to play with, to cuddle with. The poems came from my heart. The opening poem, I Love Dogs, I will sing because it's fairly simple. And I know that the rhythm is right on this. It goes, big dogs, little dogs, dogs that do tricks, happy dogs, sleep dogs, dogs that chase sticks, dogs that roll over, dogs that play ball, short hair or furry, I love them all. Some dogs just sit, some dogs just stand. I love dogs that dig doggy holes in the sand. It isn't their noses, their tails, or their paws. I love dogs just because. I do. I'm thinking about any child who loves dogs or has a fascination with them. I'm hoping this book pulls them in. I think the drawings are accessible. I really wanted to keep it something with a very limited color palette. Didn't want to completely copy Shel Silverstein, otherwise it would have been a black and white book. I did keep the kids in this book in black and white because I really wanted to feature the dogs. And this is the look, but I think you probably already know. Again, I'm hoping that in a world where not everyone's reading books about with poems, that this book might sneak into the collection for sure at a library, in someone's home, in a classroom. And just because you like dogs, it might be something you pick up and get turned on to poetry, which you might not have otherwise had happen. So this is a gift in so many ways. Again, I am completely honored, and thank you again to the Bank Street Committee, people on the Claudia Lewis team. I can't think of a better way to have my first book of poetry received. And there will be a follow-up book, and I bet you can guess what it might be about. But given the last poem in this one, it won't be much of a secret for much longer. Again, Barney Saltzberg here, thanking everyone and honored to have this award for my very first book of poetry. Thank you so much. I almost forgot. Hey guys, Ollie, Goose, come here. Come here. This is why I sat on the floor and I forgot to invite them over. This is Goose. And Ollie, come here. Ollie, come here. And this is Ollie. And I do love dogs. Thank you again. Thank you. Oh, they love me too. Thank you again.